Hi Nick, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just a quick recap on tonight's lesson. So we worked on a couple of bits. First bit here is if we run through your swing, takeaway still fine. It goes a little bit low and inside, but we're going to leave that alone there. If we look at Aaron Badley as he takes the club away, you'll see his club head just stays that tiny bit more inside, and we can see it covers his hands, then starts to bisect that right forearm. So quite short, compact swing here, but beautifully in front. If we run through yours to the top, very similar position, very nice. Just sometimes get a little bit long and loose, but at the moment we'll take that. Eventually, Nick, after finishing our work together, we will get your club what we call laid off. So we'll point more this direction, where at the moment it goes slightly across the line. But what we worked on today was really trying to shallow the club. So for me, your first move from the top is always slightly left, or what we call over. I can't draw a straight line. Give it one more go. Okay, so we're going to see here your hands are going to stay above that red line, and that just tends to get the shaft a bit steep. So coming into the ball there, for me, your shaft is a little bit too far above that left arm, and some of the swings we videoed earlier on in the day was actually cutting through that left arm, i.e. that way. From this position, Nick, all you can do now is as you turn, you can see already that club head is now to the right of the ball, and all we're going to do now is swing left across it and hit a cut or hit a pull. Okay, so I just want to tidy that up a little bit, really. I wanted to get the feeling that if we look at Aaron Badley's swing here, we'll draw a line on the butt of the club and at the ball, if I can do that. Not bad. We're going to see here as he starts, his hands should drop on that red line to slightly below it. Okay, so we can see that the first move is more of a drop than a pull this way, which is what you were doing. But because it is dropping and he's turning his chest and his knees and his hips, we can see the shaft is shallowing beautifully, and already that shaft now is cutting perfectly through the top part of that right forearm. Now, if it cuts through the top part of the right forearm, likelihood is the client will hit a cut. If it cuts through the bottom part, it's likely to hit a draw. But we can see here he's in a really good position, and then from there, all he's going to do now is feel like he turns that right shoulder nice and high over the ball, and that covers it. So he's really trying to feel that he's hitting from the inside with a very neutral path, which will get the ball going very straight with a very soft cut. And we did this two ways again. From there, first part I was just trying to get the feeling for you that the club falls behind you. Okay, so it shallows. And then the second part is we made a proper backswing. We got it down in the slot here, stopped. And then from there I gave you the feeling of just trying to hit it 30, 40 yards, but turning over it very high with that right shoulder. I don't want the shoulders tilting. I want you to feel like they turn level. And again, that would just get you feeling that you hit on the up and the inside of the ball, but squaring out with your shoulders, not your hands. So do it in them two parts, and then when you're on the course, hopefully you'll feel that the first part is a slight drop, and then once it falls in the slot, all you need to do then is turn hard over it, and you'll hit good shots. If your divots are looking better and it's all a little bit shallower and there's still cutting a bit too much, just keep an eye on your hands. Sometimes they go left a little bit too much through impact, and the reason they currently do that is because obviously the club is coming outside the line. But if you're starting to get the club from the inside and they're dragging left, we're still going to hit a little bit too much shape. So whatever you're standing on, just make sure your hands are travelling down that line as well, Nick. I hope that all makes sense and it gives you the feeling, but we're trying to get the shaft really sort of falling down on that inside plane there, and then from there we can just turn hard and around the body.